welcome back again to some 0K action. It's going to be a pretty big team game on the Escarpment map, very interestingly named indeed, and yeah, it is a bit of a pork map due to these cliffs on both sides, but at the same time though, we do have a bit of a no man's land in terms of these mexes, which will be a bit harder to defend. I mean, you do have a couple of little plateaus for putting some extra defenses and such on, but yeah, overall this is a bit more of a no man's land. Bit of a big trench, basically. Well, actually, no, that's not really how it works. Okay, these would be like the elevated trenches, but not really. But anyway, yeah, a bit of a pork map. In any case, this is no man's land. I think we can agree on that. And yeah, there are definitely quite a few resources to be had there, so hopefully plenty of fighting to occur there. We've got the top team and the bottom team. We'll skip the pre-game chatter. Got battle lines being drawn, and very sophisticated battle lines at that. Bottom team, we got Clamo Rex playing as Jumpies, Crolio X playing as Cloakies. We've got Spiders for Monocycle, Spiders for Exponent, more Spiders for God of Spider, God of Sparta, should I say. Might as well be God of Spider though, given how he seems to like spiders. And yeah, we got John for the win, going with light vehicles. Fireman starting a geothermal, but not finishing it. Decided to go with the jump jet factory first, just to plop that down first before continuing onwards to victory. Looks like he's going to be building a freaker. So yeah, John for the win, yeah, going for light vehicles like I said before. Something being useless apparently. Didn't quite catch that. Okay. Oh, I think he meant artillery, maybe. Well, in any case, there we go. We've got battle being joined. And yeah, looks like none on the enemy team has actually gone for any sort of air units at all. And as for us though, we do have Dark GF going for gunships, myself, Lightman, going for regular planes, and yeah, basically just a smattering of different factories for the different players here. We actually do have fleas managing to sneak in. Do we have any artillery? Not artillery, any radar? We've got radar detecting them, if we were paying attention. Where is it? So, where's that radar that's supposedly detecting them? I've got no idea. Well, in any case, we did detect them moving around, even though they're now cloaked because they're being stationary. We'll see if we can actually destroy them at some point, or whether they'll actually just keep on going. And yeah, very good job actually by Dark GF. Very nice indeed. Managing to destroy one of the commanders, just a Commander Junior by Grolio X, but still not too shabby. And yeah, it looks like Exponent might possibly get his commander destroyed as well. Dark GF just needs to keep the Black Dawn there for a few more seconds, and that is that actually. We do have a Pyro coming in from Claymore, but yeah, it is actually doing a great job flaming out the Black Dawn. But it's going to be a little bit too little too late, and the Black Dawn might actually be able to take out the Spider Factory. Has to be very careful though, he has to watch out for ground units. He is trying, he is really trying. He's reloaded, he can get one more shot of at the Spider Factory, and oh, it's still not dead though, just barely clinging to life there. Very good control actually on the Black Dawn, I must say, and manages to reload and destroy the Spider Factory, this thing making 5 times its cost, and unfortunately though, it is going to get destroyed, but really, that was a heroic Black Dawn if I've ever seen one. God damn. 2 commanders and a factory. Incredible. Costs 900 metal, but definitely making it 5 times over. Not bad. Indeed. Ah, yes. Great stuff indeed. And there you have it. Now the bad lines. Sorry, the bad lines seem to have stabilized pretty much. Our opponents trying to make some inroads towards the no man's land, managing to get some defenses built up. I'm not entirely sure why he built them that far back when he could have built them on this slopey bit here, but well, whatever. If he thinks that's going to work, why not? We also do have a bit of an attempted push with the Scorchers, and they probably won't do that much damage. They might take out a mix or two. Solar Collectors should be pretty well protected, and yeah, these guys are just going to die before they can really do too much. One mech's taken out, the second one is going to survive though, so overall they just donated a lot of metal. On the other hand, that might have just been a bit of a distraction for the fleas to come in by Exponent. Hopefully my Swifts will be coming in to destroy him. Okay. coming in there in a bit of a hurry, but actually overshooting the fleas by the looks of things, managing to slowly but surely destroy them, and we only lose one single wind gen, and I think one mix as well, and another wind gen there, so not really too heavy. Yeah, Banshees suck indeed. Yeah, not too heavy in terms of losses there, but still kind of annoying, especially given how cheap fleas are. And as for Banshees, well, they definitely do have their uses. They definitely do have their uses. How is power looking? Not exactly very well connected, to say the least. Oh well, what about our opponents? Oh right, actually displays it for everyone. They're not very well connected either, to say the least. But yeah, Banshees, they do have their uses. I mean, they're Raider... yeah, the Raider gunships, but... yeah, they really can't stand up to much. They just can't, really. Actually, good job using the Venom to stun out all that crap all at once, but not quite enough. Maybe monocycles... Redbacks, and actually that also... oh no, that belongs to Exponent. Well, Exponent's Venoms might be able to do something, but nope, they're just going to get wrecked. Out they go, out the window. So yeah, a couple of probing attacks here and there, nothing too significant. We're going to have an advanced radar up soon. Our opponents, on the other hand, have got no radar. On the other hand, they actually are going to be building up a Screamer. What is the range? Yeah, pretty big range actually. You can basically reach out to the enemy's half of the map, more or less, except for the some of the side bits there. We'll just do that again. Yeah, actually, yeah, you can just barely reach the middle of the map there. And apparently it's going to take a bit of a while to... okay. Going to take a bit of a while to build it, apparently. And there you have it. Enough of the overall analysis. Let's have a look at stuff blowing up and getting flamed to death. Well, not bad job with the pyros, but still they needed a little bit more support basically. Just rushing in like that did not do them any favours. Actually, speaking of which, we probably could do a slightly heavier defences as well, or we could just try to push forward actually. To hell with defences, let's just push forward instead. Well, one way or another, we aren't doing too bad actually. Just having a look at current incomes and all that. So Team 2 is the bottom team, and they do have... okay, it goes up and down a bit, but they actually no, they don't have a medal advantage, and they definitely do not have an army advantage. So yep, overall though, I reckon we're doing a pretty good job in managing to seize our little portion of the map. We could be expanding a little bit more in this direction though, and we do have John's forward place defences to worry about. Well, actually no, we don't really. These brawlers are going to come in before they can do anything anyway. Need to watch out for the levelers though. Pretty sure they outrange them actually. Yeah, they do actually. Yep, very good job in outranging them. Much better than Banshees, that's for sure. And you know, just to really make sure they die as quickly as possible, even myself, Lightman, sending in a couple of bombers just to bomb the shit out of them. Why not? Single tarantula is not going to be enough, although, nope, it's not enough actually, not even enough to take out one bomber as it flies around. We do have attacker missiles, bizarrely enough, actually being built up once again. We saw this in the last game. Once again being built up, this time by God of Sparta, and actually, I'll admit, Tactical Nuke does actually have a pretty decent range on it. So, he can actually strike out against the fusion plant and the factory as well, actually. As well as the geothermal plant, so not too bad. I mean, Dark GF, he said it's useless from our team. He said it's actually useless, but, well, how much does this thing even cost? 1200 metal, each metal, 1200 metal. Each missile, on the other hand, costs 600. 600, god damn, how much damage? 3500 damage. Oh, actually got battles occurring as well, 3500 damage. Let's see. Okay, can one-shot the fusion reactor and one-shot brawlers if it actually hits. Okay, won't be able to one-shot the gunship plant. What about the geothermal? Yep, it can definitely one-shot that as well, which costs 500. 1,600. So it can be cost-effective. Although really, just bringing out regular artillery might have been a better idea actually. But there you have it. We've got points being added in on the map for just to indicate various things. We've got ongoing battles all over the place. Well, actually, advanced radar isn't such a bad idea, it's just that he probably should have built it a little bit closer to the actual middle itself. But still, because its range is so great, it's probably not making much of a difference anyway, so we're basically able to see all their forward stuff as well as whatever troops and such they managed to deploy forward as well. And just have to worry about infiltrators though. One of them does get destroyed, the other one though is... Okay, I don't know if it actually meant to do that. It actually disabled the Stinger when it probably meant to go for the Commander. Or at least that's what I'm assuming it meant to do. Do have some probing attacks, mostly with Zeus's on the left flank, not doing too much damage. And yeah, overall the battle line is definitely solidified. And yeah, we do have a few of my Swifts making a few flights over enemy territory just to try to see what the hell is going on. Enemies building anti-nuke as well, despite the fact that we don't actually have any nukes ourselves. And okay, there we go, actually spotting out the enemy's air there, and it's going to be by John for the win. What the hell just happened there? I've got no idea. In any case, yeah, John for the win, going for planes of his own. He's going to play a bit of a game of catch-up. On the other hand though, I have only got 3 Swifts and no Hawks, so it's not like as if he's going to play that much of a game of catch-up to get air superiority. So what the hell, see what happens. We actually do have Big Bertha being built up for ourselves, which makes sense given the nature of the map. No super weapons for opponents, but we do have a super duper missile launcher taking out my Wyvern in mid-flight there, not being able to do too much, very unfortunate indeed. And we have a whole bunch of fleas actually coming in as well. Oh my god, storages, really? And is building more of them? You've got to be kidding me. And ouch, down go all those fleas because the pylons explode like freaking mini nukes, just about. I don't know if storages do as well, actually. In either case, if you're a newer player and you're wondering whether you should build storages, don't. Just don't build them, spend the bloody metal and energy, don't fucking store them up in these things. The storages make sense in certain games, but nope, not in this one though, to say the least. Apparently we've got artillery to worry about as well. Actually no, opponents have got artillery to worry about. IRC has a level 3 bombardment commander or siege commander or whatever. So yep, just yeah, nothing too special there. High caliber barrel though, will be able to do plenty of alpha damage with his artillery shots at the very least, and yeah, apart from that, advanced targeting system, high power servos, nothing too out of the ordinary there. But yeah, definitely can be very powerful, and of course just now morphing up to level 4, getting damage booster. Really? Okay, getting a damage booster, and yeah, just a couple of other general upgrades. But yeah, there we go, damage booster as well. Damage booster on top of the high caliber barrel. Interesting way of doing it. Well, seems to be working so far. Do have a couple of ticks and such to worry about, as long as we don't, you know, as long as we have bandits or even just boxes of dirt bags, should I say, coming in, you know, just to sweep for ticks and scuttles and such, then yeah, I guess this shield ball should be alright. A little bit overkill on the felons though, it definitely needs a few more shield producing units rather than just felons. And yeah, we actually do have enemy air trying to come in to do a bit of damage, but okay, that Raven just flying around not doing too much it seems, but yeah, our own anti-air that we have is just going to be too much it seems. Way too much, and yeah, anti-air probably going to be making aircraft mostly obsolete by this stage. Oh, speaking of which, do we have any attack nukes? We've got a grand total of 2, not going to get launched just yet, so we'll see what happens though. Grodio saying GG, it's not game over just yet though. So what are we saying here? Oh, okay, chainsaw for anti-air there, that's what we're talking about, that's what we're saying. Singularity reactors being buried underneath the earth as well, sounds good to me, although not being buried by great amounts though, not really sure why I even bothered to do it in the first place if that's what he was going to do there. Ah, here we go, hold the phone though, we do have an attempted enemy breakout, but yeah, the Pyros do manage to do a bit of damage, taking out a bit of economic infrastructure. The shield bot factory is still alive though, so yeah, Pyro's not really doing too much. And the enemy actually has their own Big Bertha being built up. Any other super weapons? Doesn't look like it though, and our own Big Bertha has been built up actually, and it's actually firing directly at something or other. Maybe at Claymore's commander? Not entirely sure. Actually, I think it's at... Claymore's commander? It's kind of hard to tell. In either case, the opponents, their Big Bertha is being constructed, and yeah, once it's finished, well, if they can find out exactly where this constructor is, oh sorry, not their constructor, if they can find out exactly where this Big Bertha is, they might have a chance against it, although 2 Aegises are guarding it. Well, this Big Bertha does not actually have any Aegises or shield generators actually guarding it, so it's going to be a bit tricky to work out how this is going to work for opponents, especially since we do have our own bombardment commander for MM19 completely upgraded. We would have almost certainly have seen the Big Bertha by now, and yep, it's under attack. Whoa, okay, talk about a spectacular explosion there, Jesus Christ. Not really sure what the hell actually took all this stuff out so spectacularly, but there we go. No Big Bertha for opponents, and we've actually got a second attack missile silo being built up for whatever reason. Oh, actually, they did manage to launch missiles and destroyed a geothermal plant. And did they actually launch both of them? Nope, I think I only launched one of them. I think one of them was built here, the second one was built here, third one being built here. Only launched one. What is this other one going to do? Got no idea. I don't know why they went for so many missiles in the first place. Well, wait a minute. Oh, okay, it hit the shield generator. I was wondering why the hell it didn't do anything. Nope, it just depleted AIF's shields, and it actually did a pretty good job against that as well, so... And there you have it. Second attack silo being detected by myself there. Nab indeed. And not that it matters anyway, because our Big Berthas... Hang on, let me just zoom out a bit more. Yeah, they can pretty much strike at everything on the map. The only thing they can't really hit is this bottom right corner, and the bottom left corner to a much lesser extent, so... Yeah, they can pretty much attack and hit anything. Very nicely done. The second one unfortunately is not finished yet, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to be streaming in. We managed to stop them from building up any of their own super weapons. Bombardment Commander for MM19 managing to do great amounts of damage and stay alive. Very nicely done indeed. Shield Blob also coming in to do a bit of damage as well. Oh, it's too bad I didn't see what really happened to it. I mean, I'm presuming that the ticks had some effect, but ultimately not exactly doing too much because we have our own shield blobs still coming through. And, indeed. Yet another tactical missile silo being built up partially. At least God of Sparta had the sense not to actually build it. He might as well just reclaim it in that case. He's actually managing to destroy a couple of things here and there. Does get the Stinger and the Defender, as well as a couple of other things on the periphery of the shields. But really, what he should be doing is, rather than using the tactical nukes, he should just be using one of the 1 MP missile. I think in the middle of these Aegises should be able to take all 3 out at once, I think. I think they should be able to do that, depending on the AoE distance. And yeah, EMP missiles, they basically penetrate any shields as well, so it's pretty good to know as well. This missile silo, grand plan for God of Sparta, it's not going to be able to do anything, and yeah, another attack silo. And in fact, AF showing complete disdain for the missile silo, he's just going to ignore it entirely, go for the much juicier target known as the Mohe geothermal plant. He might actually be able to destroy, the chainsaw is doing quite a bit of damage, and nope. Moho manages to stay alive a little bit longer. Not that it's going to make much of a difference because we're continuing to tear into our opponents. And, oh okay, apparently there was some sort of a green, I think, if I remember correctly, there was like a green particle effect around here that unfortunately didn't get on camera, so that's going to be a bit of a mystery for the time being. But there we go, managing to blow the crap out of opponents. They wasted way too much money on those goddamn missiles, that didn't really do too much. Well, we yeah, basically bombarded them and yeah, basically managed to breach their lines and flood in, do plenty of damage. So there you have it. I shall see you all next time.